Good day, everyone. It is Saturday. Today is April 11th. I believe it's about 2:30 in the afternoon. I don't know why I always say the time, but I do. Anyway, I am back up here on the property again today. I'm up here all the time. I'll say if I did a video every time I was up here, I'd have a couple videos a week probably. It's not my property, but I absolutely love it just because it's easy access for me to get to right across the road from my house. And like I said, unfortunately, the four-wheeler's still down, which I probably would have rode it up here today. Cause I've been, last couple of days, been doing just a ton of turkey scouting. Well, I didn't do it yesterday, but the other day I did, and today, this morning, I've just done a ton of scouting for turkey this morning. But I'm actually going to do a review today on a pair of boots that I got earlier this year, and they are called DRYSHODs. DRYSHOD. I never heard of these boots until last summer, and actually the place I got them at is the only place I ever seen them. Now since then I've looked at them up online. Yeah, there's a few retailers that pop up that sell these things, and I'll just go ahead and tell you it's in Princeton, West Virginia, which is in the next county over from us. It's usually where we do most of our shopping at Walmart and such and this. It's a sporting good place up there. I was actually up there just the other day getting me some turkey loads from my shotgun, which I finally found some shells that shoot good in my shotgun. I got a new choke this year. Went to the gun range earlier today after I got out of the woods this morning scouting. I finally found some Federal Grand Slams, number 5 shot. And out to 40 yards, it was still doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. That's a pretty good shot for me for on a turkey, especially with a 20 gauge. But I was pretty impressed with them. So all those shots that I've shot so far, those are the ones that shot the best. Now back to the boots. Like I said, they're called DRYSHODs. Never heard of them. I found these things last year. I went up to that sporting goods store, and it's called Mountain Heritage. If you're ever in the area, want to stop by. Now they are closed on Sundays and Mondays every day. They was shut down for about a week, but then they got to open back up because they are a sporting goods store and sell a lot of ammunition and stuff, and they are considered an essential business. So I was in there, like I said, what day was I in there? Wednesday, I think. Got me some shells. So. But they have quite a bit of stuff up there. If you're ever in the area, it's in Princeton, West Virginia. You can go look their website up on Facebook or on Google. Their hours and stuff like that. Store on it. It's called Mountain Heritage in Princeton, West Virginia. But I was in the market for some new boots last year, and I just happened to be in there one day getting some arrows, and I seen them and they caught my eye. And they was regular. I think the tag said $130, and they had them on sale for like $119. And I went over there and I looked at them. I think they had a size 8 on display, and I didn't know where I could fit in that one. But I just picked them up and looked at them, and I think, I was asking the guy about them, and he said, yeah, we've sold several of them. They're fairly new on the market, not completely new, but they're kind of new. This was last June, I think, 2019, and so I had went in there like another time or two in between there, and every time I went in, and one time I went in, they had a size 10s, and I tried them on, and they was a little bit big because it was summertime. I had one of those pair of small cotton socks with my tennis shoes, and I tried them on, and they was a little loose because normally I wear 10s in shoes and boots, but these were a little bit loose, and I do have to wear wides. Anytime I get a shoe or a boot, I need a wide because if I get regular 10s, they're pretty tight on my foot. So I was talking to the guy, and I tried on size 10. I liked them pretty good, and I said, do you have a size 9? He said, yeah, I got it in the back. He came out and got them on, and they were extremely tight. I didn't think I could wear them. And so he said, they don't come in half sizes, but actually, once I got them home, looked at them, I'm looking at it right now, mine says 10/10.5 is the size. So I guess this size covers 10 up to a 10.5. But anyway, I figured, well, with wearing just a thin pair of cotton socks, by the time I get a pair of insulated socks on, they are fit pretty snug, which they do. They fit really good, and they still have just a little bit of room for airflow in them. So overall, these boots, like I said, I absolutely love them. I do. I started wearing them. I mean, the day I bought them, I think mid to late July. I can't remember the exact day I bought them. But from day one I bought them, I have not worn any other boot, and I did a ton of scouting last year on public land during the summer. I mean, several days a week. I wore these boots every day. I wore them every day hunting this year, except for probably one or two. When it gets extremely cold, I do have another pair of pack boots that has felt lining in them that are much warmer for extreme cold weather. And I think I wore them twice, but other than that, I wore these. I wore them this morning. They're covered in mud right now. But I just, I wear them outside when the yard's muddy to shoot my bow or practice or just out there doing whatever. I wear them outside. So far, you can't tell. If you'd clean them up, they probably still look pretty much brand new. There's a little interesting story about these, and the guy actually told me this. I haven't researched it, but the guy told me that the guy that originally invented the muck boots, once the company got up and big and huge, some big corporation bought his company out, which, I don't know how much you know about the outdoor industry, but that happens quite a bit when somebody comes up with a product and starts a company on their own. There's a lot of times these bigger companies will buy them out. Well, that happened with him, with muck boots. So this guy, after they bought him out, after a couple of years, he got with another guy, and they designed these things, which are called DRYSHOD. And I'll turn the camera around here in a minute. But the one I've got, and I don't know how many different styles they make, is called Scout All-Terrain. And it has the comfort range of -20 up to 75 degrees. Like I said, it's in the mid-50s today. I wore these all this morning, which it was quite chilly this morning. Walked up the hill. I do have a pair of cotton socks on underneath, a pair of well worn out insulated socks, just for the fit. My feet got a little warm, but then I really started sweating on the way up here. But I had to stop a couple times because I'm just getting old and fat and out of breath. Can't walk up the hill like I used to. But my feet never get sweaty. But in early season, what I do is I have a pair of moisture wicking socks that I usually put on first, and then I put on my insulated wool socks in the early season. And I have some thicker, newer pair that I wear when it gets a little bit colder. And my feet got a little cold a couple times when it got extremely cold, but it was never unbearable. So anyway, enough of that story. And the reason I decided to do this little view today, I actually was going to do it probably, gosh, month or two ago, and I actually kind of forgot about it with all this crazy coronavirus stuff going on. And some guys that I follow on YouTube, also from West Virginia, up in Fayette County, J&J True Outdoor Adventures. I think I've mentioned them before in some of my videos, but they recently did one. They all three have muck boots, and I think theirs is the Arctic Pro. I'm not 100% sure, but if you're interested in some muck boots, you might want to give that video a try, look at, and check out some of the other videos. But like I said, from what I was told, the guy told me that the guy originally invented muck boots. After somebody bought him out, he was the one to come up with these. And by looking at them, they look a lot like muck boots. So I'm going to turn the camera around here real quick and just show you a little bit about them. All right, guys, here is the first one, and if you can see, I've got it folded down, and that's what the guy showed me in the store. He said you can fold, and it has a bright neon orange lining on the inside. I'm not sure what that's for, but if your feet ever get too hot or in the early season, if you want, you can roll that down. I never have, and wear them like that, let a little more of the heat out. Right there is the bottom of them, the treads. You can see, pretty good. Like I said, they do have quite a bit of mud on them, and it does have a little steel shank there. You can help pop them off, and right there's the name. And that's what the front of them looks like. And I got the other one right here. Right there's the DRYSHOD, and right there tells you Scout all season temperatures. And this is what the boot looks like. It's rubber all the way through here to about halfway up, I guess. Some parts of it, maybe a little 3/4 way up on some parts of it. And then you got this neoprene here. I have been in water up to about right here, crossing creeks. And these things kept my feet completely dry. Like I said, I am very, very pleased with them. I actually ended up getting these boots for like $99 is what I got them for. All right, guys, turn the camera back around real quick. Yeah, like I said, the first time I seen them, they was advertised like a $130 boot, and he had them on sale for like $119. And the day I went up there to get them, they had started selling quite a bit of them, and he had one of the size, let's say, no, the size 10 was on display. And he went to buy to get me another size, and they didn't have them. And so he knocked another $20 off these things because he sold me the displays. He said, you can wait. I should be getting some more in. I was like, I got the money right now. I don't care. I'll, go home, spray some stuff in them, Lysol, whatever, in case somebody's tried them on, had something on them or whatever, which I did. And it didn't bother me. But he ultimately had knocked another $20 off of them because I bought the display models, which other people had probably tried on. So I ended up getting these boots for $99. I think tax and all was about $100, $607. And I tell you, it's one of the best investments I've ever made, especially for my feet. So guys, if you're ever in the market for some of these, you can look at them on the web, but I will go ahead and be honest with you. The cheapest I've ever seen them on 3 or 4 different sites I've been looked at is averaging about $130. One place I actually seen them, I think it was like $149, $150. But on the average, most places I've looked at them will run you about $130 to about $140. But like I said, if you can catch them out somewhere, and to my knowledge, he still sells them up there. I'm not sure what their regular price is on them now, but guys, if you're in the area, go up there and check them out. So thanks for watching, and be safe. God bless, and happy Easter.